On a crisp Monday morning, Bob was driving to work, humming along to his favorite tunes and contemplating the debate of whether Mondays should be banned. His rumination was cut short when his car spluttered and died. Cursing the car's timing, he pulled over and popped the hood, only to find a swarm of tiny robots, resembling mechanical ants, crawling around the engine. They seemed to be dismantling parts of his car with an alarming efficiency. Freaked out and unsure whether to call a mechanic or an exorcist, he took a step back and dialed 911. The operator, Michelle, who by now had grown accustomed to receiving all sorts of calls, including the infamous cat stuck in a toaster incident, was taken aback. However, professionally, she dispatched a unit to Bob's location. When the police arrived, led by Officer Thompson, they could hardly believe their eyes. The minuscule robots had swarmed out of Bob's car and were now fastidiously disassembling a lamppost. Realizing this was no ordinary mechanical failure, Thompson called in reinforcements, including scientists and tech experts, to address this unexpected robot rampage. The situation escalated quickly. Reports flooded in, revealing more robot swarms dismantling various objects around the city. Bicycles, park benches, and even a few unfortunate gnomes met their fate at the tiny metallic hands. It seemed the entire city was under siege by a microscopic mechanical menace. Media dubbed it the robot pandemic. The authorities advised everyone to stay indoors and avoid using any gadgets. For once, people regretted their dependency on technology, especially smart fridges. Hospitals were prepping for injuries, though no one had prepared for tiny robots causing mayhem. The city's tech guru, Dr. Linda Smith, while munching on her 10th granola bar, devised a plan. She developed a signal that could disable the robots, rendering them inert. The only trick was to get close enough to them without being dismantled herself. The police and a few brave volunteers managed to lure the swarm into a trap using a parade of disassembled smartphones and obsolete fax machines. Once the swarm was concentrated, Dr. Smith activated her device. It worked like a charm. The robots froze in their tracks and fell harmlessly to the ground. Cheers erupted, and the hospital staff, relieved they wouldn't have to bandage robot battle wounds, joined the celebration. The city gradually returned to normal, though the residents now eyed their gadgets with a mixture of suspicion and gratitude. Bob finally made it to work the next day, albeit with a newfound appreciation for public transport. And thus, the city survived the robot pandemic, proving once again that sometimes the smallest threats can bring out humanity's greatest resolve and, let's not forget, the hilarity of watching tiny robots try to carry away a heavy metal trash can.